Okay, Fit Ministries Week 5 here. We're going to talk about gratitude today and how important gratitude is. Something as simple as being thankful for things in your life can help you not only mentally and emotionally, but also physically. So we're going to cover some of that here in this coaching video. So a researcher with a psychology background named Robert Emmons found out that gratitude can permanently raise our levels of happiness much past what we are genetically predisposed to. You notice how some people kind of seem like it's almost like ingrained in them to be happy. So when you're doing gratitude, you can't be negative and have gratitude at the same time. So it's going to raise our level of overall happiness. If you suffer from depression, it's a great way to reduce depression, because one of the things that's common with depression is, and this isn't always somebody's fault, this isn't talk about somebody bad, is that you're very self-focused, versus when you're practicing gratitude, you're taking the focus off yourself and directing towards other people and other things in life. And so that can help reduce those depression symptoms. It increases our resilience, meaning that, even during setbacks or tough times, in conflict, when you're grateful, you can see the bigger picture, and you can always find things that you're thankful for. And it's been shown that grateful people are more likely to seek out social support, and they're less likely to let bad events or setbacks actually put them into a downward negative spiral. So that's another piece. And then there's something called the positivity ratio. That's your positive emotions to negative emotions, and the frequency of each one, and they call it the PN ratio. People that are above a 3-to-1 positive to negative ratio are typically going to see an ongoing upward spiral. People that are below a 1-to-1 ratio are going to experience more destructive emotions like being jealous, being greedy, resentment, all those things. So they've actually been able to find a way to measure this. So a good thing too is to journal this. If you're putting more negative thoughts than positive thoughts, or even equal to that, you're going to definitely be less likely to move ahead with your goals and to have the motivation, because you're going to be stuck in these negative emotions. So it does improve your positivity. And even at the end of a bad day, when you can find things you're thankful for, it flips the switch in your mind. And also, gratitude also helps your self-esteem, making you aware that what other people have done for you, and that makes you feel loved and cared for and valued by other people. So those are some emotional and mental things that it can do for you. Let's talk a little bit about the physical side. So the physical piece, the same doctor, Dr. Emmons, when he looked at people that had a gratitude journal, they had a 33% more of a chance to do exercise. So typically people that have gratitude are more active. And that's a really good thing, as we know exercise, and we covered in previous videos, is so important, not just for your physical self, but your mental self. What else it does is, if you have pain, let's say you have a lot of joint pain, when you are gracious or have gratitude, basically what you do is you release chemicals called endogenous opioids, which help reduce the level of pain in your body. So people that have gratitude generally report less pain and diminishment of symptoms in their body as well. Negative emotions, when we get stuck in negativity, it constricts blood vessels, which can raise our blood pressure. So when we're positive, that gets us out of those negative emotions, and it can actually help lower our blood pressure too. So that's another positive thing that you get. And then last but not least, we've talked about sleep, how important sleep is. One of the great things about having gratitude is, when you are gracious and thankful, it stimulates what's called your parasympathetic nervous system. That's your rest and digest system. That's a system we need to recover, not just from workouts, but from life in general, from stresses of life. And when we have a parasympathetic nervous response, we typically are going to fall asleep faster, we're going to have better quality sleep, and we're going to sleep longer. So it is also good to help improve your sleep. So a really good practice this week is to practice. I put a worksheet in there where you write down 10 things you have gratitude for, but then every day write down 3 things that went well today at the end of the day, and end the day on a positive note. Because gratitude is a great practice to have on a daily basis, because we live in a world of a lot of negativity and negative emotions. So we have to push back against that, and gratitude is a really good way to do that. And your mind and your body will thank you for it. That's this week's coaching. We'll see you next week here at Fit Ministries.